Good! Sounds like my kind of game. Right, we're playing this. Doki Doki Literature Club. Everybody's playing it. PewDiePie, Jacksepticeye, other people. Apparently it's disturbing. Apparently it's not for depressed people or people who have anxiety or are younger than 13 years old. I fulfill all of those requirements. I am a fat, near 30-year-old who's single, sad, in a job he doesn't really like. Saving money though, so he's financially getting better, bless him. But there you go, and I think this is the sort of thing I need to get back into the swing of things, to get back into making videos on YouTube again, because I can be a bit more organised with my work, and everyone's talking about this game. I have not seen any footage of it, and we've been playing a lot of Japanese-style games recently on my channel, so why not? And it's free! It's calling to me. It's basically saying, Near Rambler, why haven't you started playing this? Why haven't you started Let's Play of this? Why are you not pissing off your regular viewers who are now going to be annoyed because you have paused doing Mega Dimension and all that shit? Well, fine, yes, these are all valid points, but this sounds great. It's anime girls, they all look cute, they're all at school. Don't know why that's important. I'm not really that bothered, to be honest with you, and yeah, they're younger than the age of consent in the UK, but that's not the point. The point being is I'm playing this because apparently it's a psychological horror, it's disturbing, and it's supposed to be quite good, and it's kind of like a visual novel, so it's there's a lot of stuff going on. I have no idea what to expect, to be honest with you, other than there was lots of warnings about it being disturbing, which is like, pfft, whatevers, bring it. So without further ado, let's just go straight into it, play a new game. Oh, I have to enter my name. Right, I'm going to have to use the keyboard for this, so Neo. Oh, that's all I can do. Well, whatever. It's close enough. I mean, that's half of it. Hey! Oh dear, it's one of these, isn't it? I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. Except my attention, because now I'm drawn to her. God damn it. That girl is, say, Yuri. Whatever. My neighbour and good friend since we were children. Well, I completely forgot about her then, but I'm glad you reminded me. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works because you've known each other for so long, question mark? I'm sure, compared to my real friends in real life, she is no more annoying than they are. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. That's what I do! Why am I such a dick? This sounds more like me, in real life. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I apologise if I mispronounce any of these names, by the way. Don't hound me, because I'm going to get it wrong. Oh god, she's one of those whiny ones. Oh god no. Overslept again! But I caught you this time! Yes you did. Yes you did, because I felt this was a good idea, and now I'm beginning to regret my decision already. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. See, that's my real voice. That's slight posher, sort of not quite British, is British, nobody really knows what accent I've got kind of voice. That's what I'm going for. You say like you were thinking about ignoring me. Well, I didn't even know you existed, so I've been doing that for the last 28 years. That's me, Neo. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot. I didn't even know you were my neighbour. My neighbours are not really that nice people. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. I mean, God, it's not like you're pretty or anything. I mean, you might have emotional issues and stuff, but I've seen way worse than you. And now you suddenly seem nice and chirper and bright and relatively pretty for 13 years old, are we saying? Let's pretend I'm 13, and this is me in the past, alright? This is what we're doing. I'm going back in time to play this game, and I am back at school. Because this is what happened, alright? I don't care what anybody says, this is what really happened to me at school. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean if you want to. I'm sorry for the annoying voice, but she just seems like that kind of girl who just would. And I'm not very good at doing girls' voices. Yeah, whatever you say, Sayori. I mean, God, woman, nag, nag, nag. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Neo, have you decided on a club to join yet? I'm not really the kind of person who joins clubs. What was it that Groucho Marx said? The club that I want to join is the club that doesn't want me as a member. No, he didn't say that. I haven't got a clue what he said, but it was something along those lines. It was a cool saying. Only Groucho Marx could have said it. A club? I told you already, I'm really not interested. Oh, sorry, that's me. It's me! Oh my god, I'm turning into you. Ah! I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. Do you not watch Groucho Marx? I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Well, I've got amnesia, okay? I say a lot of things, I promise a lot of things, and I rarely ever keep them because I'm a bit of a dick that way. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did, in one of my many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Yeah, I probably did. So Yuri likes to worry a little too much about me, when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. That sounds like me! Except I don't watch a lot of anime, in reality. I do like anime, I just don't watch a lot of it, because, well, a lot of it is not really my cup of tea. Apart from a few things, you know? But I'm not someone who could just sit there and watch loads of it. You'd have to pick out one for me that'd be good, and I'd have to really get into it. The only one I like so far, really, and I've said this before, is Black Lagoon. Fantastic anime, it's my kind of thing, that's brilliant. But I do like anime-style games. Persona 4 was good. I'd love to play Persona 5 one day. Anyway, Yep, indeed. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialise or have any skills before college. Well, unfortunately, I kind of just, you know, completely and utterly let that boat fly by. I have absolutely no social skills whatsoever, never made much of myself in college apart from retaking a year again, and yeah, overall I was a bit of an idiot. So yeah, I wasted my time there. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. Well, I don't care. Alright, a lot of people, nobody said that to me in real life, and if you did, again, amnesia, so I forgot. I wish I'd known that sooner. Selfish, Sayori, selfish. And I know you're happy now, but I doubted the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. Well, I went and worked in a supermarket for a few years. I wasn't completely useless. Admittedly, my mum helped me get the job, as in she kind of forced me to go and get the job. But still, it worked, you know? You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Well, then leave me alone then. Leave me alone and go worry about someone else, okay? I'm sure they'll be worth doing it, but I'm afraid back when I was 13 I was very dismissive, so alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? No. Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. God damn it, why was I so gullible back then? Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? Probably because I used to fancy her. I told you, she's quite pretty. More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. Probably because you fancied her, Pasnio. Probably because that's not really that hard to work out. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. Again, she's manipulative, we're being suckered in, we are kind of like that. Okay, Pasnio, we were just like that. We still are today, really. A little better, but we're still easily manipulative. Anyway, the school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. This game is basically me. Why didn't the developers contact me and just say, Near Rambler, can we make a game about your life? And I would say, yeah, help yourself. It's going to be the most boring thing you ever do. But they've done it already. I can't wait to see the psychological horror, though, because, I suppose I was a bit disturbing back then. Not in a bad, evil way or anything, or, like, dangerous way, but I certainly did have an imagination. Let's see if they got that right. But anyway, we've got ages to go yet. Clubs. So Yuri wants me to check out some clubs. Well, let's do it, Pasnio. Why don't we amend our past and actually go out and make an effort for once? I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Yeah, why not? Let's see if people like Black Lagoon. I'm sure somebody does. Hello! Sayori. Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. Damn it, I hate it when I do that. It's all that bloody, non-illicit drugs stuff I used to consume. I look around and realise that I'm the only one left in the classroom. Well, when you space out, that kind of happens, really. And to be fair, nobody cares about me. So, you know, even the table doesn't, either. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting there and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed! Oh dear. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Oh, Jesus. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know... Know what? Well, that you come to my club! Oh, fuck. I knew I'd get into this situation. Damn it. This is all she wanted. And I'm going to agree to this, aren't I? I just know it. My past self was like this. I'll protest. But I'll still go with it. Sayori, don't make me do it. Don't make me go ahead with you after moaning. Yay! Shit. There's no way I'm going to your club. Absolutely no way. Except there's going to be every way I'm going to a club. Meanie! Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Oh, well, a literature club doesn't sound that bad, to be honest. I'd join that. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. So what? If she's vice president, she doesn't have to tell me everything, you know? I mean, I thought Pasnio wasn't interested in Sayori and just thought of her as annoying, but now it turns out really I do. I'm denying my crush for her. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. What's wrong with that? Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. I've read books past Neo. I've read The Godfather, I've read James Bond books, I read the Rover 25 manual, you know, how to fix that car. What else have I read? I've read game magazines. That's game magazines, not what you thought I was saying. I've read things. God damn it, I've got some interest. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Yeah, good plan, past Neo. See, he was smarter than me back then. Come on, please. Why'd you care so much anyway? I mean, it's not like I fancy you or anything. I mean, you're just annoying. Well, I kind of told the club yesterday that I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Oh, well, if there's cupcakes involved, I like cupcakes. Don't make promises you can't keep. That's my job. I can't tell if Sayuri is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all this out. Do you know what? I'm going to give her credit. I think she planned this all out. She, again, manipulative. I can feel it. I can sense it. I've got that antenna now. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? It's not like I really need it, but then again, I've got to get fat, haven't I? Because Passanio wasn't fat back then. He was actually rather slim. No, that was a lie. He was about average, but he wasn't as fat as I am now. Yay, let's go! Told you it was a plan. See? You see that reaction? And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Well, at least Passanio sold it for something worthy. I think I sold it for a bag of chips. I just dejectedly follow Sayuri across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayuri, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here! Told you don't call me a new member! I glance around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. I think I'm going to get on absolutely fine here at this club, to be honest with you. Sayuri always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Well, I hardly qualify as a boy, really. More like a fat oaf. I know fat oafs have a bad reputation at the moment for being perhaps slightly predatory, but seriously, I'm innocent, I promise. I have control, don't worry. I will not cause any harm. I'd rather see you happy, and I would do the noble thing and make sure you were all going in the right direction and with the people you want to be. I'm like that. I put my feelings aside most of the time. Way to kill the atmosphere. Oh, well, you then. Ah, Neo, what a nice surprise. You have cat ear-like bows for a head. I dig it. Welcome to the club. ... ellipses. I know, I'm like, oh, can I believe my luck? All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. See, even I was cutting back then and manipulative. Yes. What are you looking at? Nothing. I was just looking at your marvellously coloured hair. One's pink, one's purple, one's red, with cat ear bow things. If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, his name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognise. You're the one who made the cupcakes, apparently. There better not be sour cupcakes. I don't like sour cupcakes. The small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. Not necessarily, Neo. Don't make judgments. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayuri. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Oh, sorry, that was Sayuri, wasn't it? Sorry. Sayuri says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. This is Yuri, the smartest in the club. I'm with Yuri. Bags of Yuri. Don't say things like that. I'm with Yuri. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid. I can see where the maturity lies. Seems to have seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayuri and Natsuki. Fine by me. Keep yourself quiet, girl. Keep yourself intelligent, and just let yourself bloom at a late stage. That sounded really wrong. I mean, just let yourself be yourself. Quiet, demurring, caring, mature. Yeah, I'm sticking with Yuri. Well, it's nice to meet both of you anyway. Forgive my older pervy self who's for some reason narrating my past self with this game and stuff. It's very complex, just forgive that. Anyway, nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? Monica's nice as well, actually. I quite like Monica. That's right. It's great to see you again, Neo. Whoa! Monica smiles sweetly and also poses as well. I like Monica too. You and Yuri are going to have to fight to the death for me. I can dig it. I do like the Thunderdome thing. What was it? One, was it both go in, one must leave? Oh, I can't remember it. Damn it, I haven't watched Thunderdome for ages. Fuck, I need to do it again. Anyway, distracted. We don't know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Yeah, that's good enough. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Yeah, I've met that in school. There's always one, isn't there? Whenever whatever year you're in at school, there was always that one, wasn't there? That was always not necessarily a show off or like, you know, full of makeup and trying to get with the guys or anything. She was just naturally pretty and smart and sometimes sporty. Everybody wanted her, and yet somehow she kept a distance from everyone as well. She knew her ground, and she was always pretty cool. Basically, the school year crush, you know. Basically, completely out of my league. Absolutely, like way out of my league. In fact, even Sayuri really is out of my league as well. But hey, whatever's. It's nice to talk to them. I never did that at school because I was too shy. So having a smile at me so generally feels a little nice. You too, Monica. This is so nice. I'm sorry, my mouth's gone dry. Come sit down, Neo. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I get a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? That sounds lovely, Yuri. I would love to have a cup of tea. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayuri mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayuri. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room, when Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. I'm above that joke. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayuri. It's the smart solution. That's the safe option, that. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. What's wrong with that? Sounds nice. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. Again, what's wrong with that? So cute! Yeah, here we go. I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. That's great. Why have you got fangs? You've got fangs. What's all that about? You've got fangs. She's a vampire. That's where the dark thing comes from. Oh dear. Maybe she's drugged the cakes. Oh, but they're little cat cakes. They're going to be so tasty and cute. God damn it. Just hurry and take one. Alright, I'll take one. I'll take a risk. Sayuri grabs one first, then Monica, and now I follow. It's delicious. Sayuri talks with a mouthful and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake round in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Just go for the head. No, that's too grim, isn't it? You can't do the tail because that's too sexy. Body. Body will go, just right in the middle. Or put the whole thing in your mouth. Solid. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Look, I'm going to eat the cupcake. It's alright. It's like that manner thing. Everybody judges you on your first impressions, you know. People judge you on eating a sandwich, for heaven's sakes. Like, if you eat a sandwich like I do, where you just eat it full on, and it gets messy, everybody thinks you're a slob. But if you eat it from the corners and do it sensibly, then people think you're polite, but also a bit too safe. It's really difficult. Like, nobody should overthink eating something to make a first impression. It's just stupid. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? Well, let's just do it. I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavour. Not if she made it herself. Who cares? If it's nice, it's great. It's really good. Thank you, Natsuki. But why are you thanking me? It's not like oh god, please don't be like Noir from bloody Hyperdimension Neptunia. Okay, I'm just thanking you for fuck's sake. Please don't be like this. I will slap you. Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Yes, I have! In a game I'm currently playing, and previous games in the same series that I've played. Oh god. Made them for you or anything? I thought you technically did. So Yuri said, well, maybe, but not for you dummy. All right, it's cool, chill. I'm sorry. I'm just thanking you for letting me have a cupcake. All right, just chill, girl. Just chill. All right. Next time, I'll pleasantly decline one. I gave up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismissed the conversation. I don't think she made them for me specifically, but then maybe she did. Is Sayuri trying to set me up with Natsuki? I want to go with Yuri, though. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. Yes, please! She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. Yes! Sounds like a plan. Let's do cupcake. I mean, tea. Fuck. Can't get this right. You keep your whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? It'll certainly help me enjoy a good book in your company, Yuri. And a cup of tea would be lovely. I'm sure it is made with care and due diligence. Yes. Go with that, Pass Neo. You're smarter than me. Eh, don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. Well, she has. Okay, I'm staying with Yuri. Monica, don't get me wrong, I think you're smashing as well. But you are a bit out of my league. So is Yuri, to be honest with you. But I think Yuri's that kind of quiet, demure sort of insider. She's got that sort of dominatrix kind of feel to her. Whereas you... I don't know. You're kind of like middle of the road, like hot and everything, but just middle of the road. Yuri's got that sort of hidden potential that's just more interesting. Why am I talking about this? This is just a fucking game, Neo, you asshole. Oh dear, this is a bad plan, wasn't it? I shouldn't have played this. That's not insulted. Yuri looks away. Oh, thank you, Monica, bitch. I meant that, you know, it's okay, Yuri. It's alright, it's fine. I want your tea, okay? I think it's lovely. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I am glad. Phew! God, Pass Neo's smart. I mean, he saved that situation like that. Keeping his options open, but keeping Yuri in the playing field. Good man. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Good! No, we're warming to Yuri. We like her. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? Blackmail. Emotional blackmail. I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged in here by Sir Yuri. No, well, this is probably where I went wrong in life, but I've always said honesty is the best policy, so just say emotional blackmail, but you know what, it's turned out to be actually a blessing in disguise, and I am, for one, am able to turn around with my hands up and say, hey, actually, I'm kind of glad I was dragged in, because it turns out it's good, and I'm sorry, you know. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sir Yuri seemed really happy here, so that's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? Yay! I think I will, actually. No, I think in all seriousness, this is going to be good. As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Well, if you're the president, I'm with you. I can go behind you on that one. I mean, in a purely supportive, platonic, that's the one. Basically, I would like to join your club, basically, yes. And I respect you. That's what I'm doing. I'm surprised, Monica. How come you've decided to start your own club? Well, why not? She's the popular girl Neo past self. You stupid fool. Why wouldn't she? She's the school year crush. She does everything right. There's lots of interesting things. Is very kind, very demure. Might have some insecurities, which could be interesting, but overall, she's a safe bet. You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. That's what clubs usually are anyway. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special of it. Yeah, you're definitely that kind of girl that everybody wants. God damn it, with all the hidden tricks up your sleeve. I'd still go for Yuri though. Probably don't have much of a choice in this really, but whatever, we'll see what happens. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica is a really great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. Why? Look at her. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. That's why people like you do it and are super popular and want you. And you can just play the field. And I mean that in all sense of the word. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. It'll certainly grab a lot of boys' attention, trust me. If they're not attracted to you right now or attracted to your club, they're gay. Which is perfectly fine, by the way, but they're probably gay. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. You don't have to convince anyone of anything. It's fine. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. I'm sure we can. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it! Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. That's what a club's all about, Neo. This is social bonding. You unite over a common cause, and then you all bitch behind each other's backs, and then you all take snipes, and everybody then falls out in the end. You have a big, massive, argumentative match, and that's the end of that. It happens through everything. I'm sure that's going to happen in this game. Monica must have been working really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they're all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. I think it's only because this game was probably developed by a man, or men, in a sort of Japanese heterosexual kind of way, to attract men like me who are older and single and weird to play this game. Just like Jacksepticeye and PewDiePie. So actually I'm in safe hands. I'm pretty much the same as them, except not as popular, not as funny, not as witty, but more pervy. But hey, you know, it's exactly what it's for. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. Past Neo, don't even start questioning that sort of thing. Okay, that's what I did in real life, and that's where I made the mistake. You don't question it. You're in the presence of 4 relatively beautiful girls who want you to join the literature club, who all quite like you, all trying to impress you with tea and cupcakes, and hints of other stuff as well. And Monica is just basically pouring all over you with her body. Don't overthink it, bro. Just don't, unless we are really gay, in which case, shit. But right now, we're not, so just crack on. So, Neo, what kind of things do you like to read? Oh, well, you know, Charles Dickens, Aristotle, the Bible. It's a good book, that. The Godfather by Mario Puzo. I like that one. Adult literature? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. I just gave you the answers! Look, listen to me, okay? I've got the age and wisdom here, past Neo. Manga. I haven't really read any manga. Have I read any manga? Oh, no, I didn't. No, I tell a lie. I read Death Note up to a certain point. I enjoyed Death Note, actually, until the main character was mysteriously taken away, to not spoil anything, although I'm sure most of you know. One of the main characters anyway, and then it got really dull after that, and then apparently I heard the ending's really dull as well. But I read it, so that's technically manga. I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Yeah, I know, Death Note. Why did I read that? Fuck's sake. It was good, alright, it was good. I just wish they hadn't killed one of the main characters off. That really sucked. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Good. Good for you. I shall be back momentarily. I'm just checking everything's going to record, okay? And we shall continue. All is well, and I've accidentally skipped a little bit here, but it's not by much, so don't worry. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, you can show me the way, Yuri. Show me what you're interested in. I will happily take your advice. I will read with you. You can read to me, I'll read to you, and we can be really, really good literature club buddies, okay? We could be the backbone behind the club. I will do what it takes, Yuri. You have got my commitment, you've got my effort, you have got me as a very weird, perverted person trying to... I've got your back, basically. Well, that can change. Absolutely, Neo. Go on, young Neo. Get in there, girl. What am I saying? Don't start doubting yourself. It's fine. Just get in there. I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Don't worry about it. It's all part of the charm. She's that kind of girl. She's cool. She's cool. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of a teacup with her finger. Ooh, that is so sexy. My favourites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. Oh, fuck. I mean, that's wonderful. I love fantasy novels. I read them all the time. In my mind. You know, I've read or attempted to read, like, J.R.R. Tolkien and I didn't get very far, and it was really complex. Oh, I've tried to read Game of Thrones, and that was really complex as well, and that was really good, and then I lost. Yeah, it was too heavy. There was another one, Garden of Something. It was recommended by a friend years ago. I started reading that, and that wasn't very good either. I've read Harry Potter. I liked Harry Potter. That's fantasy worlds. There you go. I've saved myself. Phew! The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me, and telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. Come on, young Neo, we can fake it. It's alright. And hey, maybe she can help us see these novels in a different light. Perhaps we can read them together and we can actually access them, because I've heard they're very good in general in real life. I just can't get into them. They're just far too heavy and far too dense. It's just full of names with consonant letters and place names you can't pronounce without being Welsh. It's ridiculous, okay? And there's just far too many characters involved, and far too many stories, and far too many plots, and far too many bloody things you have to think about all the time, and then hardly any of them get resolved. And then the main plot's really dull and boring overall, and then the ending's always disappointing, and you have to read thousands of pages for such disappointing end, which is usually a spaghetti western that loops back on itself. Ugh! And then they adapt them into movies that everybody loves and you personally hate. I mean, god damn. Deep breaths. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. I'm okay with that. I find my comfort in video games, my YouTube channel, and bed, mostly. Sleeping. I find comfort in sleep. But you know, I like a lot of things. Oh good, tell me more. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Now that I can get behind. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you off for a loop? Absolutely! I have absolutely zero imagination, so I am easily taken for a loop, in which case I enjoy that sort of stuff, and I really do. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Oh, good! Good, I like horror stories. I read a horror book once. I've read several. I've read H.P. Lovecraft, Goosebumps, Frankenstein. That was not, well, it's not really a horror, is it? Semi-horror, I suppose. I've read horror. I will read more. I can do read stuff. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimum level. At this rate, Yuri's one might be having a conversation with a rock. Yeah, but a damn good-looking rock. Okay? You know, like Patrick Starr. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. See what I'm talking about, Monica? This girl here, she has a hidden, sexy, dominatrix, sort of passionate, sort of thing. That's the kind of girl she is. You get it out of her and... oh, it's going to be a good time. God, I'm such a perv. I'm so sorry. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. 1984, that's a horror novel, technically. Actually, no, it's not, but it's horror element. It is a horror novel, in my opinion. Good book, read that. Very scary. Ugh, I hate horror. Well, screw you, Natsuki. I don't care. Well, why is that? Well, you get jump scared, don't you? Well, I do too. Alright, okay, I get easily scared too. It's fine, alright? You get over it after a while, you get used to it. Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? Well, you left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. I shall bite and drain the blood from your veins. Give that back! Fine, fine, fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. So Yuri sidles up behind Natsuki, puts her hands on her shoulders. Oh, they're so fancying out each other. That's okay. So Yuri, you can take Natsuki away. You go and have a good time with her. You go and rub each other's shoulders and everything, and bake cat cakes and shit like that. Great. That leaves me Yuri and Monica. I'm happy with this arrangement. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? Well, I think that's impressive, and I do, generally. Yeah, it is impressive. I can't write poems, I've tried it. I suck at it, but when people can, and they're good, they're worth it. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Well, not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. Uh-oh. It's okay, Yuri. It's alright. It's cool. She was just being helpful, Monica. That was all. I'm sure she has got some writing. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Oh, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. A long, awkward silence. Anyway, okay, I have an idea, everyone. And everyone's taken by surprise. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Sure. The next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way everyone is even. Ellipses. I'll write one with Yuri. Bagsy Yuri. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. I like strengthening bonds. Ow! Stop it! Stop it! Thank you, Hand. Sorry, you're right. Isn't that right, Neo? Yes! Thank you, Hand, again. Thank you. Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there is still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. God damn it, Neo! Oh, pass, Neo, you fool! Can't you see these girls are there? They want you, man! Even if it's just for emotional support, and I would actually quite honestly give them emotional support, even though I probably would fancy them. I would love to be able to get close to them, but I know I couldn't do it in my heart because I'm ugly, and they're not, and they're pretty, and therefore they would get all crying and upset, and they probably might want me to do that, but most of the time they don't. They just want me to be supportive, and therefore be like an older brother type of figure, and therefore I would do that, and therefore crush my very own personal belongings and personal beliefs, you know what I mean. I wouldn't be able to get off with any of them because I'm too nice as a guy, because I just wouldn't, because it wouldn't, as much as I want to, it just wouldn't feel right. Let's help them. Come on, for God's sake, Neo. Be the man. Let's help them. Don't be a gimboid. So you may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All 4 girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. Dude, you fucked it up, man. But yeah, how can you deny her? You just can't. My God, past Neo, you're so gay. I'm sorry, I thought... Neo, see, she gave you free cake. Yuri's brilliant. Monika's interesting. So Yuri's obsessed with Natsuki, so she'll get rid of her for you. It's an open field, man. You're all undefenseless against these girls. Absolutely, for f***ing hell, man. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? You don't. You just go with your probably erect organ below, but hide that from them, and go with it. That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Exactly! You can write a poem, for fuck's sake. Right. Okay, I've decided that... Oh, hold on. I nearly ran out of power there. Okay, we're back in time. Phew! Nearly ran out of power. I forgot to plug in my laptop. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. Yes! Good man. One by one, the girls light up. Yay! I'm so happy! So he wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. Yeah, I meant that, baby. Yeah, so testing your horror buttons. God, just ignore me. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I'd be super pissed. They were nice cupcakes. And even if I did, I would happily go out and promote your cupcakes for you. Free marketing. I would even sell them for you. Alright? I'm that kind of guy. Then that makes it official. And again, Neo, how can you turn down these beautiful ladies? Welcome to the Literature Club. This is the best decision I've ever made in my entire young past self life. Thanks, I guess. Don't stop being dismissive! Okay, everyone. I think with that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Neo, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. I will try not to disappoint. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? No, but we're going to try and impress Yuri with our mediocre horror writing skills. I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Nah, we got medicine for that, don't worry about it. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Neo, since we're already here, do you like to walk home together? Do you know what? For the first time, yes, you can give me lots and lots and lots of gossip and information on these wonderful girls. That's right, so Yuri and I never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for clubs. Yeah, might as well. Come on, Neo. Smart brains, man. I know all the blood's gone elsewhere, but come on. Gotta have a bit of blood left in that brain of yours. With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 4 girls. Sayuri, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monika. I think past Neo has his heart set out on Monika over there. Dude, Yuri, go for Yuri. Trust me, older Neo knows best. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Let me think now. Yes! Don't be a fool. Perhaps I'll have the chance to go closer to one of these girls. Of course you... Oh, God, why is this so... What? Was I really that dumb back in the past? Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances and I'm sure good fortune will find me. Well, that doesn't usually happen, sadly, unfortunately, past Neo, but you're young and naive. I think you need to find out the hard way that good fortune tends to skip past you and then bad fortune gives you a good slap in the face. Ow! Just like that. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. I can do that. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favourite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Right. Okay. So we've got Crimson, Doki Doki, Rose, Waterfall, Imagination, Melancholy, Question, Secretive, Disarray, Whirlwind. So Yuri, I guess this game's going to be quite one-dimensional. I guess Yuri's going to go with Melancholy, but I'm not really that melancholy. I like to question, though. That is something I do like to do. So let's do question. Portrait, play, agonising swimsuit, silly, calm, time, family, variance, hop. Ooh. I like to question time. Peaceful, treasure, kitty, memories, candy, poof. Whistle. Sorry, that's been me very immature. Whistle, unending universe adventure. I'd like to question the universe. I think Yuri's getting excited by this. I think I'm on the right lines. I generally do like questioning time in the universe. It is interesting. Daydream, fun, warm, smile, cheeks, aura, pain, vivid, anime, ribbon. I have questioned pain in the past, but I like to say vivid. I think Yuri would probably prefer pain, but I'm going to go with vivid. Well, I think she liked it. Charm, strawberry, games, wonderful, entropy, breathe, fantasy, sugar, shame, nibble. I know Yuri's going to like fantasy. I like games, though. I mean, I'm not really a fan. I have played fantasy games. Does that count? I've played Final Fantasy. I'm playing Final Fantasy 3 or Final Fantasy 6 even with my sister on the mini SNES. That's a really good game. We're really enjoying that together. And we've played Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild recently, and that was really good. That was like my favourite Zelda game so far. And I don't even like Zelda that much. Breath of the Wild was actually really good. And we've played Twilight Princess recently, and that was okay. I mean, I know why people like it. I prefer Breath of the Wild, though, to be fair, but it was still fun. Yeah, I play fantasy games, so let's go fantasy, sod it. Oh no, that didn't make Yuri happy. Shit. Alright, never mind. Ooh, horror, yes, because we like H.P. Lovecraft. Yes, we're getting there. Bouncy, infallible, analysis, misfortune, philosophy, marriage, excitement, amazing, tenacious, or sing. Let's go with philosophy. I think she'll like that. Yeah. Explode. I do like explosions. Sunset, dazzle, disorientated, uncontrollable. Ooh. Laugh, flying, lollipop, uncontrollable. Sounds good to me. Yes, Yuri likes it too. Intellectual, feather, despise, disown. Heaven sense, loud, kawaii. Don't know what that word is. Flower, hopeless, misery. Let's go with intellectual. Yes. I'm so happy because I really want to get close to Yuri. Vitality, broken, disaster, heart, unstable, nature, starscape, tragedy, contamination, or lipstick. Ooh. Let's go with nature. Okay, that's fair enough. Beauty, Valentine, sticky. I'm going to try and be a bit honest. I'm not going to always go for Yuri stuff. Sometimes there are some words that I will go for that might excite the other girls. Beauty, Valentine, sticky. Sticky. No, avoid that word. Fireworks, after image, milk, unrestrained, fester, sparkle, or ocean. I like unrestrained. Yes, so does Yuri. I told you, Yuri's got that dominatrix inside her. There is an iris heart inside that Yuri. I can tell. Joy, peace, meager, defeat, party, passion. Ooh, we're going to have to go with passion. I know, I like passion. Existence, fear, cage. Extraordinary, power, whisper, empty, journey, bliss, together. Ooh, I like cage. I do like cage. I'm going to go with cage. Yes, Yuri likes cage as well. Frightening, lazy, bed, hurt, inferno, effulgent, friends, kiss, music, puppy, inferno. Yes! Special, skirt, clouds. This is going to be me repeating the same thing now. Special, skirt, clouds, unrequited, captive, cute. No, I like cute. I've got a soft spot for cute. Eternity, nightgown, summer, headphones. Ooh, I'm going to go with clouds. That's fair enough. I'll go with that. Pleasure, bubble, sensation, awesome, judgment, essence, dream, rainbow, climax. I'm not that pervy. Determination. I'm going to go with pleasure. Yes, Yuri likes pleasure. I knew it. She likes the dark pleasure. Oh, this is good. She's exactly what I want in a girl. Destiny, dance, anxiety, grief, skipping, jumping, melody, landscape, blanket, dart. Destiny. I think Yuri would like that, but Ooh, this is tough. Destiny. I'm not really a Destiny kind of person though. I'm gonna go with melody. I feel a melody. Yeah, I'm gonna go with melody on that one. Destiny's just. I'm not that. Yeah, I'm not like that. Scars, embrace, playground, graveyard, happiness, cheer, fickle, chocolate, pure, bunny. Bunny. I'm gonna go with scars. Damn it, that's the wrong one. Massacre, hair, clumsy, fireflies, holiday, vibrant, ambient, covert, promise, wrath. Oh, these are good words. Massacre, nah, too grim. Hair, clumsy, fireflies, holiday, vibrant. Firefly, vibrant's nice, ambient's good. I like the word covert. I do like covert. Wrath's a bit too depressing. I like covert. Oh, so does Yuri. Yes. Shiny, shopping, atone, parfait. Is it parfait? I don't know how to pronounce that. Doesn't matter. Alone, incongruent, email, inside, heartbeat, love. Ooh. I'm going to atone. Yeah, I think me and Yuri are going to get on like a house on fire. How you getting, Neo? Glad to see you didn't run away from us. Ha ha. Oh no, I actually wrote a poem. By picking words in a book. I'm good. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Damn straight, past Neo. Except I did say otherwise, I don't. But keeping our word this time. There's girls on the line here, damn it. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Neo. Don't you worry, my babe. I mean, Yuri, my lady. I do. I'm keeping my promise. I'm gonna give it my all. I think you'll quite like my poem. I wrote it with you in mind. I mean, with what you like and what you said about fantasy. It made me think. I like thinking. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. No, I gave it my best, and I searched at the bottom of my brain and my heart for complex ideas and really thought about what poetry actually is. You know, the heart of melding words together to perform beautiful lyrics of non-lyrical sentences that embrace the idea of feelings and nature and the universe and what could be beyond it and a bit of horror thrown in, mixed with some passion, you know, a bit of passion thrown in there, but a cage as well. Gotta have a cage. Like cages. You'll like me, Yuri. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. I dive headfirst a lot when there's girls on the line. Not always successfully. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. So Yuri told me he didn't even want to join any clubs this year. Well, yeah, I'm a bit of a social reject, and, you know, I don't really think that highly of myself and all that, but I am making amends. And last year too. I don't know if you plan just to come here and hang out or what. Well, I am. I am hanging out whether you like it or not. And if you want to fight me, bitch, come at me, girl. Come at me. The claws will come out. I don't mind. Oh, well, I haven't got any claws. I bit my nails to the quick. But I'm sure I can improvise. But if you don't take it seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Oh, trust me, I'm taking this very seriously, okay? I'm just very eccentric. That's all. I'm British, you see. That's not what the British is all about. Sorry. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Monica's got my back. I like you, Monica. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. It is. I've got nothing against it. It's fine. Shouldn't be ashamed of it. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki pops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Neo always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. Well, certain fun. Anyway, he helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. I mean, yes. Yes, I do. I do it all for Satori because she's my girl. She's been there for me when I was down. She's a very nice, supportive, very intelligent girl. And I don't know why you set me up with Yuri here, Satori, but if you are, I'm going to thank you for this. I promise you that I'm not going to let you down. Satori. Oh, Sayuri. Sorry, Sayuri. Sorry, I got your name wrong. Shit, I've let you down already. Don't forget I said that. Okay, I meant Sayuri, alright? Sorry, that's because your room's so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire. Don't, Neo, don't blow it now. Come on, man. Put yourself together. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? Shit! She's getting the wrong idea. No. We're buddies and pals, but that's all we are. Okay? Nothing else to it. We are just pals. I might be a little jealous. It's okay, baby. It's okay. You can be jealous, but trust me. I've got my eyes on you. Don't you worry, Yuri. How come? You and Neo can be good friends too. Yes, that would be grand. I'd like to go further than that, but we'll start there. Just don't friend-zone me, please. I've been friend-zoned once before. Quite rightly so, to be fair. And the girl in question who friend-zoned me, she had every right to do that. And to be fair, if I was her, I'd do exactly the same thing. In fact, I probably would have gone further, poked me out in the middle of the road with a 10-foot stick, and then got me run over and said it was an accident. But still, Please don't do it again. Sayuri? As usual, Sayuri seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Nothing weird about it, Neo, just roll with it. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know. Did she? Oh, but wait, Sayuri. You brought me something? Oh, what did you bring me? Not really. Oh, don't be modest. Don't be shy. Yeah, don't be shy. It's really nothing. Oh, come on, what is it? What is it? Never mind. No, don't. It's fine. Sayuri makes it sound like a big deal when it's really not. I'm sure it isn't. I'm sure it's lovely, whatever it is, even if it's just... I don't care, tell me. What do I do? Give it to me! I mean, the gift, that is. I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. I can do this! Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. God damn, Past Neo, you are smooth. Past Neo, I could take lessons from this guy. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Oh, Past Neo, right in the bullseye, man. Dude, I want to be you. I so want to be you. Alright, well, here. Yuri reaches into a bag and pulls out a book. Yay! I didn't want you to feel left out. Oh, that is so thoughtful. Oh, Yuri, I hope you like my poem. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. Oh, Yuri, I love you. I love you. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you... Yes! Yes, we will. How's this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I like, despite not me reading much. Dude! Open goal, man! Open goal. Obviously you don't want to rush it, because you'll come across as pervy. You want to take your time with this, but open goal, man. Just slowly, slow motion, penalty, take your time. Back of the net, you can do it. Thank you, I'll definitely read this. Enthusiastically take the book. Damn, Past Neo is so smooth. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I will. I look forward to hearing what you think. Whew, Past Neo's good. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. So Yuri and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expressions like she was waiting for this chance. Fair enough. Let it... Do you know what? She let her do it. Neo, remember, take your time. Be keen, not too aggressively keen because you're like weird, but don't be too far back, otherwise she'll get bored. Let her have a book, give her a bit of independence. Meanwhile, Natsuki's rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. Catch a glimpse of the cover of a book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Oh, we can do this. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. Don't worry about it! It's okay! We got this! She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. It's okay, we got this! But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. It's alright! Neo, just calm, man, calm. Deep breaths. You can do this. You can do this, alright? Like I said, open goal. Don't get carried away. Just be cool. Be a gentleman. You got this. That's what she wants. That's what she deserves. But make sure that you don't, you know, accelerate too hard. Gently does it. Sorry, I was just spacing out. Shit! Well, that can work, that can work. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh! It's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you've got two copies of the same book? Ah... Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... Well, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy two of them. I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. Good man, Past Neo. I don't even know why I'm giving him advice. He knows how to do this. He's got it. I'll definitely start reading it soon. Yeah, we better had, bro. Because, you know, I'm glad to hear. We will, don't worry. Once it starts to pick up, you'll have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging, relatable story. Is that so? What's it about, anyway? Well... Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. I wonder if that's a real book. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Sounds good to me. Sounds like a really horrific, scary, philosophical book. Alright, I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. That's fair enough. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with a long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. It sounds wonderful. And while her life's in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of like what I do, except without the people from the human experimental camp. But that definitely would have made it more interesting. That's kind of dark, isn't it? No, I'm fine with that. There's nothing disturbing about that whatsoever. Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Past Neo, you're being absolutely blind here, bro. It's fine, trust me. Dark stories are good. You know what she's like. You know what you want, man. You know it. I know past Neo probably might have wanted Monica a bit more, but trust me, Yuri's the one, man. You've got to get through this darkness. You've got to be... As cliched as it sounds, you've got to be the angel in the light that fights the horror, but goes through it at the same time. No, it sounds great. I love it. It sounds awesome. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing now? No, I am. I totally could dig it. It's fine. I love creepy shit like that. It's awesome. No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy these kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Oh, I will. It sounds great. Yeah, I totally forgot this Yuri's into these things. Doesn't matter. Fine with it. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. Yes, it does. It's going to be fun, interesting, intense, passionate, scary, and dominating. It's going to be great. It's just these kinds of stories really make me feel like I can do what I want to men. Yes, it does. Yes, it does, Yuri. You go for it, girl. They challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. I'm sure they do. I'm sure they do. Horrible things happen not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. And suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. Absolutely. I'm rambling, aren't I? That's what I do! Oh, we are so alike. Not again. I'm sorry. Don't apologise, I was interested. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. That's fine. Because basically, you are expressing yourself and what you truly are through your work, because you use that as a medium to express yourself and also as a shield, so that by expressing yourself you don't feel as vulnerable to someone you want to express it to, because you're worried that they won't get it, but then you can recoil back into the books and use that as a shield. But in actual fact, with me, I'm totally okay with it because I know that, and I'm happy to buy into it and play the game a bit, because trust me, it's going to be worth it, and it'll be lovely. And then we can go around and tell creepy stories to everybody, or be creepy ourselves and fuck the world over. It sounds wonderful. I love it. Let's do it. I've just got a phobia of blood, though, so if you're going to do blood stuff with it, or blood rituals and sacrifices, I might have to get over a squeamish problem, but I'm sure you can help me out with that. You're intellectual. I'm fantasizing, sorry. I'm sorry if I ramble, see? We're alike. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. You've got to stop me. I'm the one who talks too much. That's... I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. Neo, Neo, you are a genius! It's a literature club after all. Ah, that's... well, that's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it. Right? Wink. Except I do the wing, that's too cheesy. You don't have to. Ah, what are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. Neo, you might be going a little bit too advanced here. Don't scare her into a corner. I'll quickly retrieve the book that I put into my bag. Alright, alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Ah! Yeah. Okay, dude, Neo, I get it. You're confident, you're riding the wave, just ease on the brakes a little bit, buddy. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I mean, he's asking the right sort of questions. Just don't be too... It's because he hang around with Sayuri too much. He's got that manipulative thing. He's got it off Sayuri. Do you know what? I'm going to let the man work. I keep criticising him, yet he's the one who's going for the action. I never did. I hesitate pulling the trigger, so I've got to stop being nitpicky. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel a presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. I'm sure it is. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realise that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. It's love at first sight. So sorry. I was just... Yuri, you really apologise a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean, Ah, don't worry, this should work, right? I slide my desk up until it's against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. Ooh, Neo, you are a card. Ah, I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Dude, this is going on like so fast, man. Man, my past self was a fucking player. Feels like my left arm's in the way, so I instead use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here! She turned the page and now she's stolen the book from me. God damn it. And she looks sad as well. Oh no, I've messed it up. Yuri takes the left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. Oh, there's my hand there in the corner. Ah. I do the same with my right arm on the side of the book. That way I turn the page and Yuri slides it under the thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I could feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Oh baby, I'm ready. I mean, yeah. To turn the page. Yep, totally, yep. I think I got a bit distracted there for a second. I'm cool. Glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. Ah, that's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? Oh, she's smiling! Sorry. Snotty nose, my bad. That's cold. Nothing to do with this game. I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. Since you've been so patient with me. Yeah. Don't worry about it. Cool. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri? This might be a silly thought, but do you want to, like, read together at a coffee shop or something? On a softer chair? Be quite nice. The main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. God damn it, Neo, you could have gone for the kill there. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of... Oh, you fucked it up. You fucked it up. But she's also second-guessing all of the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. Well, you fucked that up, Neo. You remain silent for a moment. But Neo, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. Oh, that's so embarrassing that you think that. Yeah, you ballsed it up. No, to be fair, you had an intimate moment. That's more than I ever got, so give him credit. I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I didn't really know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I meant more that it's kind of cute. Ah, good recovery. Gosh, this man is good. He's a legend. Mwah, genius. What are you all saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. Damn it! Monica, you fucking cock tease. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not even have enough time if we wait too long. Ah, Yuri exhales, spared from finishing a thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. No, it's not. I mean, it's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright, I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer if I only read it with you? Ooh! Nice. I mean, I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight then. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. God, you fuck me, man. This guy's good. I know I keep praising myself here, but my past self is amazing. God, I wish I'd learned from him. In that case, feel free to finish the last 2 chapters on your own time. All right. I stand up. I make a mental note of what I left in the book, then slip it back into my bag. By the way, do you remember to write a poem last night? I sure did. I picked some words, yo, and I put those words together in a list called a poem. My relaxation ends. Can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration, so I'd never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! So Yuri and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. So Yuri is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. You can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? Ooh. I'm going to show it to Monica because If I show it to Yuri first, I might be going a bit too... No! Fuck it! No, let's put the pedal to the metal. I don't think it'll be that creepy. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I haven't got a problem with girls with experience, by the way. I think it just meant that in literature terms, didn't it? And not in the other sense. But I actually have no problem with it at all. I can trust your opinion, to be fair. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional! What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. He's gonna hate me. No, I'm not! You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. Eh? That's... I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Well, you know, I got experience clicking random words from a book 20 times, you know. Poet genius right here. The next William Shakespeare, I'll have you know. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly and looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem as if breaking down more thoroughly. Yeah. Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognise in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. Well, there might be some truth to that, actually. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. When Yuri finds a train of thought, as if her demeanour totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Oh, that's so sexy. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice, and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though. But biased? How? Well... never mind. I shouldn't be talking about other people like that. No! It's all part of social clubs. The bitching has to start somewhere. I've got your back, Yuri. Me and you. We're friends to the end. I got your back. Sorry. Nah, it's fine. Trust me, I'm used to it. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologising to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. I think she's apologising to the air. Because the air's a good listener. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that was a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't it supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm breathing. I have the present, but living in the past. Bollocks, I messed up the pentameter there, my bad. The light flickers. I flicker back. I'm sorry for such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking about that at all. But you took a long time to read. I was trying to read it poetically. Oh, god damn it. I failed. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting's pretty. Eh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Yeah, it was actually quite creative. I actually had a sort of image of a street corner. It's dark. There's a single lamplight that's white and ghosty. Actually, I quite like that. It was quite vivid imagery. It's very simple, but very good. I like that. I mean, being genuine here, not just to get in her pants. I mean, bond with her. I mean, get to know her better. That's the one. Oh, shit at this. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It was indeed. I liked it. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Yeah, I could see it developing into something else. Absolutely, yeah. I could definitely say that. Not at all. I lied through my teeth. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I want to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Well, I think you did very well, though. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Ooh. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Neo. See? Young Neo, naive. I knew what it was about. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings and experiences in their work through the power of ghosts. Then the new Ghostbusters movie happened and that was a really, really bad thing. That was really bad. That could have been good, in my opinion, and it wasn't. Never mind. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. lingering in a last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way, but also actually very interesting. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. Eh? It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so I don't even know what I wrote, to be honest with you. I just wrote a list of words. I mean, it's not as impressive as yours. Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. Ah. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end I enjoyed it. Do you know what? So did I. I learned more about you, you learned I'm a bit of a weirdo, and you still want to know me a bit more. I'm happy about that. Plus, I love your purple hair, by the way. It's fucking awesome. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Neo. Yeah, I'm in there. I'm in there. Yes. Pass, Neo. Player. Ah, me too. We got this. Who should I show my poem to next? Let's try Monica. Hi, Neo. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Good. Fraser was as well. He was a good listener. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm all settled in. He's got it good there. He's got a good plan. Anyway, want to share a poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Ha ha ha! You're not going to like it, I'm afraid. Don't worry, Neo. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. And Monica, my poem. Great job, Neo. I was going, ooh, in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. Hey! I'm good at that. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. No, it's called being clever. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Does she now? I never knew. I have showed it to her and she enjoyed it. Writing there's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayuri, who likes to use simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them get deeply analyse all of the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I like Monica. She's a good mentor. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot, if you know what I mean. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this, but I'll get there. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. You're more than welcome to do that. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might seem a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Yeah, about that. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for somebody who claims not to be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. Just those three little words have completely ruined any kind of mood that this poem could surely bring. Damn my dirty Amsterdamian mind. Ugh. It couldn't have been me. It just makes it worse. See the direction the spackle protrudes? Not good words here. A noisy neighbour, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know I wasn't home. Oh Jesus. I peer inside for a clue. Oh God! This poem is so innuendo-ish. No, I can't see. A reel blinds like a film left out in the sun. Oh dear God. But it's too late, my retinas. Why? Already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. Oh God. No. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. Oh no. My dirty mind. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. Oh God. I realise now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking. Oh, Monica, you have to think so much more higher of yourself, girl. I'm not saying you shouldn't be a player and into this sort of thing, but, girl, you gotta have higher standards than this. Oh, boy. What did you think? I think you're a dirty little slut. That's what I think. It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. That's a very polite way of saying what I just said. I should be more professional and more equal and say she's a dirty player. No, forget the dirty. No, she's a player. She's a player. If that's the kind of thing she enjoys, that's fine with me. I think it's fine. Or I'm just very dirty-minded and she just meant something completely different, in which case, I'm so sorry, Monica. I really, really am. I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. No, I'm not. Past Neo, again, you are right on the money. Retreat, retreat, abort, abort. That's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. There's a lot of poems that have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. I'm sure it can. What was the inspiration behind this one? Neo, don't ask. We know what the inspiration was behind this one. Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. Oh yeah? It's been influencing my poems a bit. Has it? An epiphany? You don't mean an enema, do you? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Moving on. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. This isn't helping! Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. These words are not helping at all. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. My brain has done that, and it can't shift from it, because my brain's a very naughty, bad brain. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Oh, Monica, I'm so sorry. I'm sure you didn't mean any of what I'm thinking right now, but I'm not taking the blame for this one. She set me up for it. Another way to think about it is this. I don't want to know another way. I just want to move on, please. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the Oh boy. Can we stop now, please? That's my advice for today. Thank you for that. I shall bear that in mind when I go to bed tonight. Thanks for listening. Right. I'm going to stop now because that just was way too much for me. So in the next video, we shall, if this comes out okay, we'll show our poem to Sayuri and Natsuki and hope we get a little bit more down-to-earth sort of poetry, shall we say. Oh boy. But on the plus side though, we're getting closer to Yuri, which is the plan that I intend, so hopefully we'll see where it goes. But I'm interested. I mean, it's a simple, you know, visual novel sort of game, but I'm okay with that. I like text-based adventure things like this. And like I said, you know, everybody seems to be playing it, seems to be interesting, so we'll see where it goes. I'm interested to see how it's disturbing and dark. That's where I want to see it go, really, to be honest with you. But we'll see. But anyway, can I say thank you very much for watching this if you have done. I'm sorry about the ending bit there. That was completely and utterly very, very poor of me. But again, kind of set me up for it. But next time, yeah, we'll carry on. We'll see where this goes. So until then, take it easy, have a good one. Hope you're well. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now. Oh boy, what have I got myself into?